Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Today's mind-blowing, bold and the beautiful news, Luna's pregnancy shocks Los Angeles. The City of Angels has been rocked to its core, and the Spencer-Forrester dynasty is on the precipice of utter collapse. In a bombshell development that has left viewers' jaws on the floor, the most controversial character to grace the bold and the beautiful canvas in years, the manipulative, the malevolent, the miraculously returned Luna Nozawa, has surfaced with a claim so audacious it could rewrite the family tree. She is pregnant with Will Spencer's child. This isn't just a plot twist, it's a seismic event that detonates every carefully constructed relationship and fragile peace treaty in Los Angeles. Prepare yourselves for the deep dive into the most shocking storyline of the year, a vortex of deceit, desperation, and daddy drama that is consuming everyone in its wake. The return of the dead, a pregnant phoenix. For those who thought they could finally exhale after Luna's supposed demise, a death that was never fully shown on screen, a classic soap red flag, you were sorely mistaken. Luna's return from the dead was a masterstroke of manipulation, orchestrated to perfection. And her timing nothing short of spectacular. She didn't just walk back into LA, she arrived with a positive pregnancy test and a shocking declaration that the father of her unborn child is none other than Will Spencer, the youngest member of the formidable Spencer clan. The immediate fallout was apocalyptic. Will, already reeling from Luna's previous, dark machinations, including an incident that was far more sinister than a simple fling, was stunned into a state of panic and denial. The thought of being tethered to the very woman who terrorized his family and nearly destroyed his relationship with the beloved Electra Forrester is a nightmare made real. The paternity puzzle, a life-altering DNA test. The central question, the only thing holding back a full-scale family war, is Will really the father? Bill Spencer, the ever-skeptical patriarch, whose past experience with Luna's deceit, she once faked a DNA test to make him believe he was her father, immediately smelled a rat. He demanded multiple tests, and in a tense, nail-biting sequence, Dr. Bridget Forrester was called in to ensure the process was legitimate and Luna couldn't tamper with the results again. The tension at the Spencer mansion was thick enough to cut with a diamond-studded scalpel. Bill, Katie, Will, and Luna waited, their lives hanging on a string of genetic code. The results, as the show has teased, are anticipated to confirm Will as the father. This confirmation is the true shocker. It validates Luna's claim, not her character, and instantly gives her a permanent, undeniable connection to one of the most powerful families in the city. A Spencer heir, no matter the circumstances of its conception, changes everything. The warring dynasties, Ridge versus Bill, again. The news has reignited the ancient rivalry between the Forresters and the Spencers. Ridge Forrester is seeing red. He views Luna as a dangerous criminal, a double murderer who targeted his daughter, Steffi, and he insists that neither her pregnancy nor her connection to a Spencer can save her from prison. Ridge is demanding immediate justice, determined to protect his family from her influence. Bill Spencer, however, is caught in a moral and emotional quagmire. While he detests Luna, the prospect of a Spencer grandchild is a powerful motivator. He wants to delay any legal action against Luna until the child is born, ensuring the safety of his potential heir. This puts him in direct, explosive conflict with Ridge, fueling a fiery family feud that has the potential to rip Forrester Creations and Spencer Publications apart. Katie Logan, Will's fiercely protective mother, is determined to raise the baby alongside Bill, seeing it as an opportunity for her and Bill to solidify their family unit. But the return of Luna's mother, Poppy Nozawa, adds another terrifying layer to the custody battle. Poppy, with her own manipulative agenda and desire for the Spencer wealth, may align with her incarcerated daughter, complicating the fight for the child's future and possibly triggering a devastating health crisis for Katie. Luna's calculated game, blackmail and freedom. Luna's pregnancy is not a miracle, it's a strategic weapon. Now behind bars though with an eye on escape, she's using the unborn Spencer baby as her ultimate bargaining chip. She openly intends to leverage her condition to avoid a lengthy prison sentence, forcing the Spencers to provide for her and the child, effectively buying her freedom. Actress Lisa Yamada has even confirmed that Luna's dark turn was a calculated risk that paid off, transforming her character from a sweet, virginal girl into a compelling, all-out villain. She is playing the system, believing that a Spencer heir grants her immunity from justice. The looming tragedy, a death twist but in a soap opera, nothing is ever settled. Amidst the paternity drama and the custody battle, a shocking new spoiler has dropped: someone wants Luna permanently eliminated. Bill Spencer's dark past, where he plotted to kill Amber Moore when he thought she was carrying Liam's child, makes him a credible, terrifying suspect. Steffy Forrester, who has been mercilessly tormented by Luna, certainly has motive. Even Luna's once savior, Dr. Lee Finnegan, who rescued Luna from the brink only to have her daughter's life thrown into chaos, is on the suspect list. The rumors hint that a deadly plot is brewing, suggesting Luna's pregnancy might end in a tragedy that frees the Spencer family from her grasp forever, or, in a final twist, she could even be faking her pregnancy entirely, setting up an even more complex deception down the line. The Luna saga is a high-octane blend of all the best bold and the beautiful drama, love, betrayal, paternity secrets, and the clash of two iconic fashion families. Her pregnancy has not just changed Will Spencer's life, it has set the stage for a months-long torrent of conflict, making every day's episode an unmissable event. The revelation that Luna Nozawa is pregnant with Will Spencer's baby has been the most explosive, devastating, and jaw-dropping twist to hit Los Angeles in years. For months, the name Luna has been synonymous with chaos, manipulation, and terror. Her reign of psychological and physical torment over the Forrester and Spencer families, her calculated crimes, and her shocking faked death all seem to be drawing to a definitive, if bloody, close. The air was thick with the promise of justice. Luna was on the run, a fugitive from the law, with virtually everyone in LA demanding her capture and imprisonment. But in a classic, soap opera gut punch that has sent shockwaves across the daytime landscape, Luna has delivered a final, cruel twist that changes everything. She's pregnant with Will Spencer's child. The bomb dropped, a desperate reveal. The bombshell was not a subtle one. As police closed in on the deranged villainess, Luna had one last, desperate card to play: the positive pregnancy test. This wasn't a tearful confession, it was a defiant declaration, a literal get-out-of-jail-free card she was convinced would work. The calculated nature of the conception is what makes this revelation so utterly horrifying. Following her escape from prison and her faked death, Luna targeted a vulnerable Will Spencer. She took advantage of him when he was drunk, a vicious act that fans have rightfully called out as sexual assault. For Luna, this was not an act of love or even passion, it was a means to an end, a tether to the Spencer family wealth and a shield against the legal consequences of her actions, which include multiple assaults and attempted murders. Her goal was simple: to connect herself permanently to the powerful Spencer lineage, guaranteeing her a life of luxury and impunity. The father, Will Spencer, is significantly younger than Luna and was already disgusted by her, a fact she chose to ignore in her delusional quest for a happy family. The fallout: Spencer and Forrester families divided. The immediate fallout has been catastrophic, fracturing alliances and pitting family against family. Will Spencer's trauma: Will is not just shocked, he is reeling and horrified by the prospect of being a father to Luna's child, especially given the circumstances of the conception. He views himself as a victim of her calculated cruelty, and the thought of being tied to her for life is a waking nightmare. The news has instantly shattered his already fragile relationship with his beloved, Electra Forrester, who has been left heartbroken and suspicious. Bill Spencer's dilemma. Bill Spencer, who has a history of fighting to protect his children, finds himself in an impossible bind. Despite his skepticism and his deep knowledge of Luna's manipulative history, she previously faked a DNA test to claim him as her father. He must now consider the life of a potential Spencer heir. His protective instinct for his grandchild clashes violently with the need for justice for his son. He has immediately locked horns with the Forresters, preventing any action against Luna until the paternity is confirmed, essentially giving Luna the temporary immunity she craved. The Forrester Fury. For the Forrester clan, led by a furious Ridge Forrester, the pregnancy is merely a manipulative distraction. Ridge has vowed that Luna will not escape justice. The thought of a child conceived through such a vile act, and raised by a convicted felon and a known killer, is unconscionable. The whole family's immediate goal is to see Luna back in prison. Pregnancy be damned. The lingering question, is she lying? Again, in a storyline layered with deception, the biggest question on every viewer's mind is the pregnancy real? Luna's reputation precedes her. She is a master of schemes, and this isn't the first time she's allegedly faked a life-altering truth. Fans immediately questioned the timing, given how quickly she claimed to be pregnant after the encounter with Will. Some pointed to her attempt to manipulate a previous DNA test, suggesting the pregnancy test she produced could also be a fake. However, the nature of the revelation itself, a last-ditch effort while surrounded by police, lends a horrifying credibility to the claim. It's the ultimate soap opera twist. The villain is trapped, but the stakes are suddenly raised by an innocent life, real or imagined. A darker turn. Did Luna lose the baby? The plot took an even darker, more complex turn when, while on the run, Luna confronted Will again, desperately begging for his love. In a sudden, tearful moment, she revealed that she had lost the baby in prison before she fled. Fans are deeply divided on this latest twist. Did Luna truly suffer a miscarriage, or is this another layer of manipulation? Many fans on social media remain convinced that Luna is lying about the miscarriage, believing it's a new strategy to evoke sympathy before she reappears later with a secret child in tow. The theory is fueled by the fact that viewers never witnessed the supposed miscarriage, a classic trope for a character faking a loss to protect a child's existence. Regardless of whether the pregnancy is real, faked, or lost, the impact has been devastating. It has dragged the Forrester and Spencer families through yet another crisis, reopened old wounds, and placed an unbelievable burden on young Will Spencer. The final twist, Luna's fate sealed. The climax of this horrifying saga came with another shocking development. Luna's dramatic flight from the police ended abruptly when she was seemingly killed in a hit-and-run accident. For a moment, it seemed justice, in its harshest form, had been served. But in true Bold and the Beautiful fashion, this death is wrapped in a shroud of suspicion. The on-screen omission of the actual impact, the lack of a body, and the subsequent reveal that the driver, Miss Dillon, was a previous victim of Luna's, suggests that the story is far from over. The Luna saga, with the dark cloud of her alleged pregnancy and subsequent death, has been a whirlwind of high-stakes drama, leaving viewers utterly stunned. Whether she is truly gone, or merely lying in wait to return with a Spencer heir, her legacy of pain and manipulation will haunt the canvas for years to come.